afternoon, Facebook world. Well, how's everybody doing? Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. I'm going to go ahead and share this to my other pages. And I'm going to post my Shopee link right here in the comments. RheaHopeBeauty.com is my website. So that's where you can find everything that I'm using, all of the makeup and the brushes and all the things. So if you haven't yet grabbed you some makeup to play around with, to learn with, definitely do so. And then we'll get started. And everyone pops on. Let me know where you're watching from when you do, so I can welcome you. You guys, look at how dark my hair is. Isn't that crazy? I've never seen my roots this long in like years. I'm doing good. I feel like I am a little stir crazy today. So whenever I feel that way, I'm like, let's put on some makeup. Let's feel normal while being stuck at home. So I figured I'd just come on here and do my makeup with you guys. Maybe it'll make me feel a little more not stir crazy. You know what I mean? But it's really, really rainy, so we legit haven't like been able to go outside. So the stir craziness is just continuing. But how are you guys doing? What's the weather like where you're all at? I feel like I'm looking on Instagram a lot today and it's like 80 degrees, 90 degrees. I'm like, I'm in California. Why is it raining? And it's 80 degrees in Texas. Oh my gosh, that must have been an old video of your root. Oh my gosh, that must have been an old video. Your roots were touched up. Which one? That you watched previously? Maybe. Because this is me. This is real life. Is plush liner coming back? No, it's not. It's never coming back. No, it's not coming back, but I'm actually going to do a lip combo that's very similar to that. But if you did like plush, you'll like Pouty is a really good comparison. Yeah, it's gloomy here too. Sunny and warm. It's so nice here. We are riding bikes. Ah, so jealous, Katie. So jelly. Michigan, sunny and 64. Clouds, rain are coming now. Yes, I know. It's supposed to rain all week, which is really weird for San Diego. It like never rains, let alone like for multiple days. So it's very odd. Very eerie, I feel like, with just like what's going on, and then add bad weather. It's like even more weird. But like I said, we're going to do some makeup. Make us feel better, make us feel more normal. I'm going to use my Liquid Touch foundation. I just squirted like 2.5 drops on my powder concealer brush first off. And I'm just going to dot this around my face and start to buff this in. I love this foundation. I love how lightweight it is and that it totally hides all the redness and completely hides all my little imperfections, little blemishes, all the things. And then I love that it's super, super lightweight too. It's 81 in Phoenix. Ooh, jealous. Central Splash gone too. Then yes, I know some of those were I think that one went away like a year ago though. Perk of Cortina, get to watch your makeup. Yay, Haley. That is a perk. Snowing on and off. Wow. I guess it could be worse. It could be snowing. It's just raining. Although with snow, you can kind of like go outside and play in it, right? It never snows where I live, so I don't know. I don't know these snow things. When putting on foundation, can you put it over your lips? You can, and I actually know a lot of people that do love to do that. If you have like a problem with your lipstick staying in place, that is a really good little trick for getting your makeup to stay put. So I always close my lips like that and go over it, but I know a lot of people that put it right over, and then put their lipstick on top of that. So it's definitely an option for sure. Illinois, finally get to see your makeup. Yay, hello. Trying not to spill this. How do you get over the nerves of going live? I've been doing this for like 4 years, so I don't really have nerves for going live. I feel like I'm just like, one, talking to myself, and two, I feel like I'm just hanging out with all my friends. So, I don't know. I feel like I don't have good advice for that. But I remember back in the day, before I had any viewers really, I'd have like maybe 5, and like half of them were like my family. I would have like a friend or two pop on with me and ask me questions to keep me like distracted. That always helped. Daily dose of Rhea. Oh, thanks, Amy. What foundation? I'm using the Liquid Touch foundation, the shade Lace. Sorry, I should have said that. Yes, so this is called the Liquid Touch foundation. If you guys haven't seen one of my tutorials before, welcome. Sorry you're seeing me in such a quarantine trapped mood, but I love this foundation. It's super, super, super good coverage, as you can see. It's very blendable, very buildable, very lightweight, very easy to use. It is amazing for combination skin. I have oily skin and I still really, really love it. It's actually on sale this month too. And if you haven't checked that out, it's under Kudos on my website. RheaHopeBeauty.com is my website down here. And then you can click on Kudos, Kudos on my website. And you can choose any of the foundation options, whether you want the BB Flawless, which is like that tinted moisturizer, or if you want the Liquid Touch like I'm using. And if you're not sure what color to use, just message me. All I need is a selfie facing a window and I can tell you what color you are in the foundation. I've been using this foundation for over 4 years actually, and it never ceases to amaze me. It is such good, light, incredible, flawless coverage. Yeah, it's raining here too. Got my primer, yay! Oh my gosh, and that's another thing that's on sale on the Kudos is the primer. So you get any primer, any foundation, and then any facial brush. So you can actually get everything that I have on my skin right now. In the Kudos, it's $78. So it's like 15% savings or 20% savings. I'm really bad at math. But you get to choose any primer, any foundation, any brush. And I use the powder concealer brush to put on my foundation today. And then I just went over it with my blending bud. And these are by Unique. If you have a lot of fine lines, wrinkles, anything like that, the blending buds are game changer, you guys. They really make everything look super, super smooth. For fair skin, Sublime would look really good on you, Amanda. Receive my first 2 Kudos today, yay! And stuck to blush, yes, nice, love it. What brush do you recommend? For foundation, I would do the powder concealer brush. This is my favorite because it's really flexible and it's like the perfect amount of density. So it doesn't eat up a lot of your foundation, but it moves it around really nicely. Yes, so I always do like 2, maybe even 3 layers of foundation because I love more full coverage, but you could easily do 1 and have like a very light coverage, but still it covers everything. But I always love to go over everything with my blending bud. Just to make everything look super smooth. So like I was saying, if you have a lot of fine lines, wrinkles, anything like that, the blending buds are going to be game changer for you. Congratulations, 6 days. Oh, thank you, Claudia. All right, so now for my under eyes. So the concealer that I love to use is called the Skin Perfecting Concealer, and I like to use it in the shade Organza, but that one's out of stock right now, so I was going to show you guys another option, and something that I actually really liked. I did this yesterday, and I could not believe how amazing my under eyes looked all day long. So this is the Stick Foundation. So this is technically another foundation, but I'm going to use the shade Scarlet in this stick foundation, which is the lightest shade, and we're going to use this as our concealer today. And like I said, I really loved how amazing my under eyes looked yesterday. They didn't look heavy at all. They didn't look cakey. They looked really bright, really firm, and I just really loved how light it felt on my skin. So I'm going to use my blending bud again, and I'm just going to blend this in. So again, you can actually get this product in the Kudos as well because it's a foundation. And again, I'm just using the shade Scarlet, which is the lightest shade. If you're a similar complexion than I am, that would be a good option for you too. Otherwise, you can go up in a shade to the shade Organza. But I really, really, really loved how just like light on my skin this felt, and then just how easy it is to blend out, and it still really gives you amazing coverage for your under eyes, especially if you have a lot of fine lines, wrinkles, or dark circles. I really love just how brightening it was without looking very like cakey or heavy or anything like that. Yes, the blending buds are always damp that I use, except for this one that I'm about to go in with. This is by a company called Real Techniques. You can get it on like Amazon. I love it because it's flat. And I'm going to spritz it with my setting spray to use it in my powder. This is my setting powder. It's the Touch Behold translucent setting powder. I popped the cap off mine so I could bake with it. What baking is, it's essentially just taking a lot of translucent setting powder and applying it all over where you either are really oily, wherever you have large pores, wherever you use concealer, all of the above or one of the above. it is going to be a little bit more full coverage. So if you're into more light coverage or just like every day, you might not love this product, but you could absolutely use it differently than I am. I'm using it in a method called baking, but you can use it in just like the normal way, which would be just to use it with like a little angled brush and just dust it on those areas. Tracy, send me a selfie facing a window. It does not have to be sunny at all. Just facing a window is key. And you could be wearing makeup or no makeup, either is fine. Just be facing that window, and I can give you a recommendation. I can give you a color match on what products to use and in what order. I'm good. How are you, Lisa? I haven't used any powder yet. The only powder I've used is the Touch Behold setting powder, and it's translucent, so it's just one shade. Can you bake with a pressed powder? Yes and no. You can kind of bake with it, but it's not going to have the same effect as a setting powder would. Hello from Nashville. What color do you use in, what color if you use taffeta foundation? What color in the stick foundation, Karen? I'm assuming that's what you're asking. If that is what you're asking, I would do the shade Organza. I use chiffon and stick. Which color for stick should I use under my eyes? Organza. I got my sunset bronzer on the way. Yay, awesome. I finally get to see you live. Hi, Tabitha. Welcome. Did you know my name was almost Tabitha? Wouldn't that be funny? Always look great, but I did notice how much even brighter they looked yesterday. I know, right? I totally agree with you. I was actually doing I always take pictures after I finish because sometimes, I don't know, sometimes pictures like capture the makeup better. And I could not believe how like firm my under eyes looked. If I'm velour, what would I need for brightening? I would do the shade Scarlet for you, Katie. I have mature skin, fine lines, wrinkles, use a stick in Scarlet. Wow, what a difference. Awesome, Wanda. I'm so glad you loved it. I managed to get Addiction Palette 1 before it sold out. Yay, awesome, Patty. Yes, the blending buds are always damp, for sure. Can't wait to get my goodies. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you, Rebecca. Is satin spray foundation coming in soon? I think the spray foundations are coming back in June. If I remember correctly. I've been inactive since November. Am I able to get a new beauty box? November, December, January, February, March, April. I think you have to wait one more month. But then yes, and then you can join my team. What did you order? My mom wanted to name me Khaki? Really? That's an interesting name. I love weird names though. My daughter's name is Royce, and I love that no one else, I mean, some little boys named are Royce, but I love that she's potentially never gonna have another Royce in her class, you know? Abel's the same way, although there is another little boy named Abel at his school, and his dad's name is Abel, and so the dad, the son, and then my son were all talking, and I was like, there's 3 Abels right here. Like, that's so weird. That's awesome. What comes in the kudos? So the kudos is any foundation, any primer, any brush. All right, so now I'm setting the rest of my face, and now I'm just evening out that coverage. So I don't want it to look like I have highlight versus no highlight or whatever. I just want everything to look very melted together, very blended, very full coverage, very porcelain doll. So to achieve that, this pressed powder is life. It is incredible. It does not matter if you have dry skin, mature skin. It is so incredible. It's lightweight. It's so flawless. It's literally like the key to getting that really porcelain doll finish look. So if you are not pleased with whatever coverage you're using, I'm telling you, even if you buy one product, please let it be this powder. It is so good. And you can also choose this in the kudos because it's technically a pressed powder. So actually everything I just used is available in the kudos. So I did the foundation and lace all over, and then I did the stick foundation in Scarlet on my under eye. And then I used the Mineral Touch pressed powder in the shade Taffeta for all over. So this is the coverage I have on right now, and it is super full coverage. It doesn't feel like I have anything on, and it looks like a porcelain doll. I love it. I love, love, love this coverage. And like I keep saying, it doesn't feel like I have anything on my face. If I am shea powder, what shade would I be if I wanted to use alone for foundation? Message me, Lacey, and I can help you. To get something. I love uncommon names. I know, me too. Ooh, I love that name, Amy. That's really different. Kind of old, and I like the tutorials. Thank you, Janet. I try to give you guys different recommendations for across the age board. If you use chiffon in foundation, what color would you use in powder? Most likely chiffon, but message me a selfie because you might be like, so for me, for example, I use lace in the liquid, but I use taffeta in the powder. Those two together equal out my skin tone. So I don't want to tell you that you would be chiffon also in the powder because you might be satin. You might need something a little bit darker. You might need something exactly chiffon. Like my mom is chiffon across the board, and that's what equals out to her skin tone. So it just depends. So message me a selfie because I want to give you guys recommendations like for you. I don't want to kind of give you a broad guess because I don't want you to have to return anything. You can return or exchange anything for it. Does not matter, for your money back, which is really cool with this company. But I always love to, like, I don't want you to return it. I want you to love it. So right off the bat, so message me a selfie. What did you use for the stick foundation? I use the shade Scarlet for my under eyes. So I use this as concealer, and I love how, like, tight it made my under eyes look. Really good. To cover post-acne marks, the liquid would be really good. You could even do what I did with the stick foundation over top as the concealer for even more coverage. Thanks, Robin. I love watching videos. Did you plan on doing your hair? Yes, I'm going to curl my hair after this. Products you use to clean your face. I have large pores and blackheads on my nose whenever I do. Tabitha, message me and I can give you a skincare regimen for you. Alright, so I'm going to throw on a little bit of a contour just to warm up my complexion and make my skin look a little bit better, not so washed out. I'm using the beachfront bronzer in the shade Hermosa, which is still in stock, you guys. They are retiring these bronzers, but if you have yet to snag this one, highly recommend. It is my favorite bronzer in the history of bronzers. It's so gorgeous. It gives you this like really pretty sun-kissed glow without looking muddy or heavy or dirty or anything like that. It's such good, amazing bronzer. So I'm using it on the tapered blusher brush, which this brush is also an option in the Kudos. And so I just throw it on in like the hollow of my cheek. So I follow the natural line from the ear, top of the ear, to the corner of the mouth. So it kind of goes in this direction. So right in that hollow. And then that's the difference. So you can see this side looks a little bit washed out, a little bit more round versus this side, which looks a little bit warmer. My cheek looks much more firmer. My under eye looks brighter, tighter, more youthful. So it really does make a very large difference on the outcome of your makeup. So if you aren't contouring, even if you wanted to do just a little bit, just so it doesn't look washed out, and so you give a little bit of warmth to your skin, it really makes a huge difference. So as you see, I take it following that natural direction, and then I'm going to turn the brush, and then I'm just going to swirl over that same area, and that's just going to soften the lines up so it doesn't look like I have like a straight up contour line. This is called the tapered blusher brush, and it's such a good brush for contouring. It does all the work for you. It's like the perfect tapered, the perfect density. Goldilocks would be so pleased. It's really a great brush. I just looked, it was still in stock like a few minutes ago, so it should be in stock. So again, it's called the tapered blusher brush, and then you can go like around the jawline to make that a little bit sharper, but this brush really is amazing. Oh, Win, that's a cute name for a boy. Can I switch? Sorry, you'd have to message corporate for that. I know, I'm really bummed that they're retiring it, but honestly, like, Unique never does us wrong. Like, if they're retiring it, they're going to come out with something good. So I'm not too worried, but I did grab 4 of them because, I mean, I still love, like, I love what I love, you know what I mean? So I grabbed 4 of them because I'm still going to use it. Do you honestly have fine hair? Yes, oh my gosh, I have super fine hair. It's, like, really flat. Thank you. Yes, I got my last order. Yay, I'm so glad. Okay, so now for blush, I'm going to use the shade Sisterly, which is still in stock. This is my favorite blush in the history of blushes. It's so pretty on you guys. It gives you the most gorgeous, like, glowy, like, rosy, beautiful cheeks. It's so pretty, and it's not heavy. It's not too dark. It's so pretty. See that? Oh, it's so good. And I love this because it's not like a really intense blush color. Like, I feel like a lot of blushes out there, you're like, whoa, nice blush. But this one's not like that. It's very subtle, but it gives you this really nice, like, sheen to your face. See that? So you don't even need to put a highlight on, really, which I'm not going to do today. I'm actually just going to carry on. We're going to just kind of do very simple makeup today. So now I'm going to do my eyebrows, and I'm going to use the Brow Obsession palette today because my pencil is out of stock. Is that one better than Serene? It's a very good comparison to Serene, Andrea. Like, if you love Serene, you'll love the shade Sisterly. Do they have big sales on brush sets? So I've been with this company for 4 years, and I've never seen them do a sale on the brush set. Never. So no. But they're honestly worth every single penny. I've had all the same brushes since I started. Like, this blusher brush came in my kit 4 years ago, and it's still perfect. So the brushes really last a very long time. This was the color Sisterly in the blush. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So pretty. All right, so now for eyebrows, like I said, we're going to use the Brow Obsession palette. I have a hair in my mouth. And this is in the the brunette palette. So there's 3. There's a blonde, brunette, and a dark brunette. So what I love about these palettes, the Brow Obsession palette, is that you get 2 powders, 2 highlights, and then the pomade. So what I love about it is that if you are a brunette but you have like lighter brown hair, you can use the lighter side. If you have darker brown hair like I do, you can use the darker side, or you can use a combination of both. So lots of options. So if you have red hair or if you have gray hair, you can use the blonde palette because you'll also get the 2 options. So I love that you get like multiple options with that. No, Bobby, I'm actually not going to wear eyeshadow today. You beat me to it, but I am going to do something different to my eyes. So hang tight. All right, so if you are gonna grab this palette, you need this brush, like need. This is called the Brow Artist brush. It's gonna be under eye brushes, I believe. But you're gonna want it because it's the perfect tool for this. It was like made for this palette. So we're gonna take the angled side, and the first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna tap it into the pomade to get it to be tacky, and then you're gonna tap it in whatever brow color matches best. So for me, it's this darker one, so I just tap it on all sides. And then what I like to do is, so I follow the tear duct and I go straight up. That's kind of where you know where to cap off the eyebrow. So I like to just take that and, again, the angled side like this, and I just kind of push very lightly on that area right there. So now I have like where to stop. And then now I'm going to connect it from the bottom to the rest of the brow, just like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the top. So I kind of like boxed in my eyebrow. So just like that. And you can already see what a huge difference this is already making. So then I'm going to take whatever's left over on this brush, and I'm going to slowly and very gently start dragging it up to the arch. And then I turn the brush to lie against my brow, and I'm going to just like brush it back and forth, just like that. So just taking whatever powder is left over on there. Now I'm going to tap it back into the powder, not the pomade, because you don't want to use too much pomade or else your brows are they're going to start to look waxy or like shiny. Not a good look. So try not to use too much pomade. Use more powder than pomade. Now this brow palette is smudge proof. It's amazing. It's super, super easy to use, especially when you have this brush. I'm telling you, the brush is key. And then now that we have like the outline, we're just going to take the brush and then we're just going to color in basically, just like that. Okay, so now that we have the direction and we have it all filled in, you can really see the big difference of the 2 brows. Now, if you don't want it to be this dark, you can use the lighter shade. But now what we're going to do is I'm going to take the flat side and I'm going to tap it in one of the highlights. One's a cream, one's a powder. I like to use the white one for this step, and I'm just going to tap it in that all over the place. And then I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to underline. So this is a really good little trick. So if you do apply it and it looks messy, Teresa, you can take this step and you can clean up your eyebrow and make it look sharper again. And if you messed up, you can kind of erase it. So little trick for you. And if you really messed up, if you like got powder way down here, you could take this brush and take your foundation, pop a little foundation on your hand and scoop that up and use it, or you can use your concealer or whatever. So lots of options, but I love this flat side, especially for like cleaning up my lipstick. There's lots of options for that. Hello from Germany, awesome. All right, so same thing on the other side. So again, angled side, tap it in the pomade, tap it in whatever color you're using, and then cap off the brow very lightly, and then connect it all. Just like so. And then take it up to the arch. Once you get to the arch, start to take the powder, pop that all up in there. Just like that. And then if I do need to go back in, I'll just go in with powder, not pomade, unless I have to. But I typically try to just do pomade once per brow, if that makes sense. I need the brow palette in my life. Yes, it's so, so good. It's so good. But again, if you're not sure what palette to get or what color to get in your foundation or anything, just message me and I can give you a recommendation on what shades or products or whatever to snag. So just like so. And what I also love is that this product, you're not going to fly through. You're not going to be out of it in a month. It's really going to last you a very, very long time. So it really makes your money stretch, which is nice. All right, so again, flat side on the highlight part, and then you can kind of clean up and make it look sharper, just like that. Oh, it's so easy with this palette, you guys. But I'm telling you, this brush really does make it a lot simpler. Okay, so now for our eyes, like I said, I'm not going to do eyeshadow today, but what I am going to do is I'm going to take my eyeliner in the shade Perfect, and I'm just going to line my water lines with this. And this is just going to make your lashes look a little bit more, like thicker. Just like so. And I love this eyeliner. I love that it stays where you put it and it doesn't smudge. All right, I'm going to do just a very subtle little line on top, just to add like a little something something to my eye. Now when I do it, I kind of like pull at my eyelid so it tightens it up a little bit, and then I just little strokes. And then when I get to the end of the lashes, I open my eye and then just kind of fling it. So I'm not like taking it out. I'm not doing like a cat eye or anything like that. I'm just simply making my lashes look a little bit thicker. The key part to doing this though, you guys, is stick as close to your eyelashes as possible. And then little movements. Now I don't go all the way in, but I just go in as far as when I see my lashes, if that makes sense. But I really love this pencil for doing that step because of how creamy it is. It just glides right on. And again, like I said, it's not, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't like run or anything like that. All right, so I'm gonna set my makeup. And this is so important for getting your makeup to look amazing all day long. Also sets your eyebrows. It preps your eyelashes for mascara. It does so much. It takes away that makeup-y look, the powdery look. It's so, so important. Oh, thanks, Linda. I swear by this foundation, you guys. If you have not tried this foundation yet, you are missing out. No, my eyebrows are not microbladed at all. I'm scared to do that. But what I do use is the Esteem Lash Serum. I use that every single night, and I use it on my eyebrows and on my eyelashes before bed. It's only $24, you guys. It's such a good deal for a really good lash serum. Okay, but something else that really helps your lashes to grow. So like I was saying about the lash serum, you can use it on your eyebrows too. But the eye primer, which is what I'm going in with right now, is so important for your eyelashes. If you want your lashes to look even longer and fuller, who out there has lash extensions and you're watching them shed? I have a few girlfriends that do, and I feel so bad. But I keep telling them, like, get the lash primer. It is so incredible. It makes your lashes look so much longer and fuller. So if you have really short lashes, or you had lash extensions and you're experiencing them shedding, definitely snag the lash primer. It really does make a big difference. Right, so I'm using it now. Awesome. Yes, the lash primer is so good, and it also really hydrates your lashes too, which makes your lashes stronger, which can actually slow down the cycle of your lashes, so you have longer lashes longer. Longer lashes. That's what falsies are for. So I don't have the patience for falsies, to be honest, and I don't love how heavy they feel on my eyes, just for me personally. So I love this combination. So this is the lash primer, and then this is the 4D mascara. This 4D mascara is legit. It no longer has Unique used to have like a 2-part system with 3D fiber. Now it's all in one. So it has smaller bristles which have the fibers, and then it has the longer bristles which have the gel. So it's infused in the two. So as you apply it, it is just like wrapping the fibers and the gel all in one. So you get the most longest, luscious lashes ever. Say that 3 times fast. What brush do you recommend for contouring if you don't have the tapered one? That's honestly, it's worth the splurge. The tapered blusher brush is legit. If Unique doesn't have that one in stock right now for whatever reason, you could also use the powder puff brush. That's what I used to use for a long time before we came out with the tapered one. Is the mascara waterproof? Yes, it's water resistant. I swear by the primer in the 4D, I know, me too. It's such good mascara. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It gives you the best lashes. And I just will do from the base of the lash all the way up, and then I like to give a little coat on the backside. And then you can totally layer this. You can do as many layers as you want without it looking like spider leggy, which I love. So I'll usually do like 2 coats of this. Just like so. Just got what foundation to use. Today I'm using the Liquid Touch foundation, and I use the shade Lace. And then in place of my concealer, I did the Stick foundation in the shade Scarlet. All right, so for a super kind of fresh makeup look, I love to do just mascara on the top. Gives me this like really doe-eyed makeup look without like overpowering the under eye. So it's a little trickaroo. All right, so now for lips. I'm going to do kind of a mauvier lip today. I'm going to do the lip liner in the shade Pouty. Yeah, right? Doesn't it make your lashes pop? So, to answer you, I did the Liquid Touch foundation in the shade Lace. And like I said, all of the foundations are on sale in the Kudos. That's lashes on the backside. Yeah, always don't neglect the backside of your lashes. Is a 4D drier than Epic? No. Thank you. Yes, you can order from the UK. You can order from Ireland. You can order from Mexico, Canada, Germany, you name it. All you have to do is select your flag. On my website, which is right here, rayahopebeauty.com. And then you'll scroll to the very bottom of my website and you'll see a USA flag. Just select your country's flag and the whole website will turn not only to your currency but your language as well, which I think is really cool. And everything still applies no matter where you live. If you don't love anything for any reason, you can return it for your money back. And what's really cool too is that we have warehouses all over in the different countries. So it's not like you're ordering from the USA and it's going to take forever to get to you. It's coming from your country. We have warehouses in Germany, Ireland, Canada, Mexico. We're all over the place. Thank you, Bobby. Okay, so now we're going to do the lip gloss in the shade, I forget what I grabbed. Subtle, yes. And we're going to take this all the way to the lip liner. Just like so. And I love this color, you guys. It is so good for every single day. I love that it's not too brown. It's not too pink. It's honestly the perfect nude. If you're looking for one to like wear every single day, like your color, this would be it. So again, this is the liquid lipstick in the shade Subtle. And I paired it with the lip gloss in the shade Pouty, which is pretty much the same color of the lipstick. All right. And what I also love about these is that they are creamy for a matte lipstick and that they have like an all day hold. So they're not gonna like crease or peel or anything like that. They stay looking this amazing all day. But I am going to do a little bit of a glossy touch to it. I'm going to use the shade Lunar in the lip gloss. These are awesome. They're only $15 as well. They have a little touch-up mirror to them. And they're really pigmented, so you can almost use them as liquid lipstick too. But I love taking this one. It's kind of like a goldy nude color. And we're going to top it with this. And this is going to turn it kind of like a brownie nude. Just like so. And then there we are. Ta-da! kind of like a perfect everyday. Yes, Yvonne, absolutely. This liquid lipstick would look amazing on all skin tones. I know, it's so good. Thanks. I know, I love not doing eyeshadow sometimes. It's just faster, you know? But that was the makeup look, just super subtle, good for every day. Like I said, we used the Liquid Touch in the shade Lace, and then for our concealer today, I did the shade Scarlet, which I really love how like firm my under eyes look. So this is a really great option if you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles under your eyes, because it's not super heavy, but you still get that really pretty like brightening effect. So stick foundation in the shade Scarlet for our under eyes, and then we set it with our Mineral Touch pressed powder in the shade Taffeta for all over. For our brows, we did the Brow Obsession palette in the shade Brunette. And then for our eyes, I just have on my mascara, which is the 4D and the lash primer. And then I did the Precision eyeliner in the shade Perfect, which is like our black. Again, 15 bucks, not bad at all. And I just did a little bit of a line on my waterlines and on my eyelid just to give it a little bit of a pop. And then on my lips, we did the lip liner in Pouty with the lip gloss in Subtle, and then the lip gloss in Lunar. So I'll give you guys the full product list in the comments right after I get off. I'll also upload this makeup look to my looks tab on my website. But yeah, so that was the makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm gonna actually pop off, clean up my little makeup station, and then come back and curl my hair with you guys. So if you wanna see a quickie little pixie tutorial, almost like a bob tutorial now, stick around and I will be right back. But if you guys need any help or have any questions or need to be color matched, just message me a selfie facing window and I can give you a full recommendation. But everything I just used is available right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. And what a better time to play around with makeup than when we're all stuck at home. So you can mess up, no one's gonna know. But you can let me know if you guys need any help. If you need any help with application once you get your order in the mail, let me know. I'm here to make you feel your best. So just let me know how I can do that. Thank you. Yes, the lip, someone asked how long do the lip coverage last? So I will not have to touch this up for at least 4 to 5 hours if I'm not like eating a hamburger. I hope that answered your question, but let me know if you guys have any questions or need any help, and I'll see you guys here in a few minutes. Bye.